AI is rising, but beyond dollars and cents, some big tech execs are sounding a new alarm about AI, saying this: mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside other societal scale risks, such as pandemics and nuclear war. Dan Hendrycks is the director of the Center for AI Safety. Is that hyperbolic or reasonable on that take, Dan?
So many of us are in fact concerned that AI in the future, and given that it's progressing so rapidly, could in fact lead to human extinction. There are other risks, like it making society go a lot more poorly or tearing apart the fabric of society. But yes, it could even lead to extinction.
Okay, so here is Sam Altman when he was on the Hill just a few weeks back, when he kind of said this. Watch.
Regulatory intervention by governments will be critical to mitigate the risks of increasingly powerful models. If this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong, and we want to be vocal about that. We want to work with the government to prevent that from happening.
Yes, Dan, I hear that. I've got two questions for you. Government's not making this, private companies are. So, why pull government into it when the technology company should hold the responsibility? And number two, when they say they're going to wipe us out, what does that mean?
Right.
Does that
look
mean?
like?
Yeah, give us are we talking about the computers running nuclear programs around the world? Define that.
Sure. So I'll answer the second part first of how could this possibly lead to something like extinction. A basic scenario is if people later on use it maliciously. If they take an AI system and give it a goal like take over the world. Somebody tried to do that actually in the past or within the past few months. It didn't work because the AI systems aren't powerful and intelligent enough yet. But they could be at that point in a few years' time. Another possibility is if AIs develop goals of their own. If they develop goals of their own, and if they're smarter than us, that could put us at a existential, or that could possibly lead to extinction. What happened with humans is that we're the smartest and we're the top of the food chain because we're the most intelligent. It's not because we have the sharpest claws or the biggest teeth, it's because we're the most intelligent. But we might pass that mantle on to AIs, and then they might be the smartest. So if they have goals separate from ours, we could go the way of the Neanderthals or of the gorillas. And then for the other part of why not leave it to the tech companies? Well, basically, they are locked in an AI arms race currently. So they're racing to develop extremely powerful AI systems as quickly as possible. If they don't, then they get outcompeted. So they're prioritizing the development of AI over its safety. So this will lead them to cut corners on safety. So since they're trapped in an AI arms race, and we know that arms races like nuclear arms races don't go well, we're going to need to make sure that they're not caught in this sort of dynamic where they're pressured to build these things very quickly. We don't understand these systems, and it's very difficult to control them.
So I'm trying to keep up to speed on this as much as I can. I can't code. I don't know. I don't really understand. But I listened to something yesterday with an expert saying that they are optimistic about AI and all the things that it can provide for us. So where do you come down on that? Are you a techno optimist, or are you really concerned that this could lead to the extinction of the human race?
I think most of the machine learning community and artificial intelligence community was generally extremely optimistic about AI earlier when it was a lot less powerful. So there's generally a sense that we ought to race forward as quickly as possible to our predestined technological utopia. That's what a lot of them thought. But now we're seeing that this is becoming more of a societal scale technology, and we ought to be substantially more cautious than we were previously. So consequently, in the AI community, many of the top experts have shifted over in just the past few months to being much more concerned about the risk of extinction from AI.
All right, but Sam Altman said he wants to work with the governments. He wants regulatory intervention. But Sam Altman made the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it too late?
What was he thinking about?
I'm just going to sit back and watch and listen. But we appreciate you coming on, Dan.
Yeah,
Thank
Dan,
you.
Terrific. Thanks for your time today. We'll speak again. Thank you.